opening tap, and it's controlled by St. Cloud State. And the Huskies will come into the front court. Bounce pass down low. Haug Charnowski, who got that opening tap, brings it out. Thurston, a long three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Springer puts it up and banks it off. That also came out of there from the left block. So the Huskies with 2 shots, but unable to get that first basket. And Dordt comes into the front court. Here's Galen Van Ruckel, their point guard. Passes off on the left wing to Chad Ringler. He's guarded by Springer. Ringler takes a dribble and brings it back out to the high post. Dreesen, he shoots the 3 off the front rim. Rebound, Springer for the Huskies. Outlet pass now comes to Thurston. He's into the front court for St. Cloud State. OT brings it out. Springer open from 18 feet away. That rims off for the top of the key. A battle for the rebound underneath. And a jump ball is called as Charnowski got into a tie-up underneath with Mark Van Gorp, who is starting at center. Van Gorp is a 6'6 freshman out of Pella, Iowa, so a surprise starter at center for Rick Vandenberg and the defenders. And on the alternate possession, after the Huskies got the opening tap, the ball now goes to Dordt. And they are in the backcourt with it. Here's Brian Dreesen. Dribbles around Stu Kramer and into the front court. Leaves it for Van Ruckel on the right wing side. Galen Van Ruckel out of Michigan. Passes to the right wing, now down low. Van Gorp's one-hand jumper is good from the right block. Mark Van Gorp, and Dordt has the early 2-0 lead. Thurston now slices into the front court on the dribble. Leaves it at the high post. Free throw line plus for Charnowski. Now back out on the right side perimeter. Thurston at the free throw line. Kramer, left baseline pass. Here's Springer. He's one-on-one against his man. Dribbles in the lane. The ball bounces off Van Gorp's foot and out of bounds, and the Huskies will keep it. Baseline pass in St. Cloud State. We're about 1.5 minutes into this ball game. It is 2-0 Dordt College. Pass in baseline right. Huskies in their own offensive end. Thurston looks to get it in the corner. Kramer double team, shoots the three-pointer off the top of the backboard. The ball comes to Thurston. His fadeaway left baseline comes out of there, no good. And Van Gorp has the board. Tries to clear it off, almost stolen away, and goes out of bounds, and they will rule St. Cloud State basketball. As Van Ruckel was double teamed by 2 Huskies down underneath the basket. And he was ruled to have stepped on the baseline. That full court pressure pays dividends again for St. Cloud State. Pass in baseline, in the lane to Springer, and a foul is called. And Springer tried to put up the jumper from the paint, but he was fouled. And I believe it'll be Van Gorp. Check it, it's Jeff Zelstra, the off guard, who picks up the game's first foul. And this will be a 2-shot foul for Scott Springer. Springer with a big night last night, and the Huskies hoping he can continue to contribute offensively like he did last evening. Free throw is up and good, and the Huskies are on the board. It's 2-1 in favor of Dordt. Springer last night was 7 of 12 in field goal attempts, 1 of 2 from three-point range, 6 of 7 from the line, 21 points on the night. Tied for second on the team in scoring with freshman Chad Gurman. Second free throw also good. So we are tied at 2. Backcourt pressure now by St. Cloud State. Pass into Van Gorp. He's pinned in the corner. Gets it off, and a pass almost intercepted by Kessler, but it gets to Van Ruckel. He's in the front court. Passes down low. The ball's deflected out of bounds. Nice play by Charnowski as he cut in front of the man for whom that ball was intended, Van Gorp, and it went out of bounds. It'll stay with Dordt. Brian Dreesen will pass in from the left baseline. Bounce pass out on top now to Van Ruckel. To the high post, Van Gorp underneath, deflected, intercepted by Kessler. Ahead of the break now, 3-on-1. Charnowski right side to Thurston, in the lane to Kramer, and a foul is called. Huskies getting that break going. They had a 3-on-1 advantage. Not the man that they necessarily want in the middle on the break. Charnowski, although Haug for a big guy at 6'7", is very mobile. Very quick, good passer. He was the man actually engineering the break that time with Thurston on the wing. Ideally, OT is in the middle with a guy like Haug on one side, maybe a Stu Kramer on the other. Second foul on Dordt. And at the free throw line is Kramer. Free throw is good. Stuart Kramer, who continues his development as an outside player. In high school, Stu played primarily the post, but at 6'4" in college, you know he's got to go to a 3 spot, maybe even a 2. Second free throw, no good. Rebound though to Kessler, and he is fouled underneath. So Kessler working the offensive boards. He'll now go to the free throw line as that foul was on Ringler. It's the first on Chad Ringler. Third now on Dordt. Huskies getting a lot of free throw opportunities early on, but from the field so far, they are 0 of 4. Now Kessler at the stripe, and he will shoot 2. Free throw in and out. Rattles out of there, no good. So the Huskies from the line now so far at 3 of 5. Second free throw is good. Whistle on the play. And it will not count, apparently, as it looked like Thurston cut into the lane too soon. Now here's the pass in. Backcourt goes out of bounds. And a turnover Dordt as that Husky full court pressure causes another errant pass. Pass in now, St. Cloud State. And they'll begin working the offense with Ryan Thurston out on top. Lobs a pass now to the high post. Charnowski gets it off for Kessler, top of the circle. Fakes both ways and then passes off to Thurston, who once again will dribble back out on top for St. Cloud State. High post, Charnowski now on the left wing side. Kramer down on the left corner. Here's Thurston, pinned in, brings it back out left wing. Kessler to the high post, and now to Kramer. Fakes the three, goes down the lane, has his shot blocked, and the loose ball comes to Charnowski, and he lays it in. Initial shot was blocked. Van Gorp rejected the shot by Kramer, but then the ball came to Charnowski, and the Huskies lead it 5-2. St. Cloud State's first field goal of the night. Into the front court now comes Van Ruckel. He has it top of the circle. Passes off to the right to Zelstra. Back to Van Ruckel, top of the circle plus. On the right wing, here's Dreesen. Dribbles in the lane, dumps it off. Right baseline. Zelstra's open for the 12-footer. That's long on the rim. Rebound Kramer. Clears it off now. Thurston. Long bounce pass ahead that is intercepted by Ringler. Nice idea by OT, but Ringler got back on the defense and cut in front of that pass. So the Huskies turn it over. And here comes the much more deliberate Dordt into the front court. Top of the circle jumper. Taken by Dreesen. That's short. No good. And the rebound cleared by Charnowski. Out to Thurston. Into the front court. Kessler goes to the basket and is fouled from behind by Dreesen, who had missed that shot. Excellent looking break by the Huskies. Rebound cleared by Charnowski. Gets it to his right. About a third of the way up the court to Thurston on the outlet. And then Kessler was all by himself on the break and fouled from behind by Dreesen. That's 4 team fouls now against Dordt. The Huskies have yet to commit a foul. And Dean Kessler, who moments ago missed 2 free throws, at the line to shoot 2 more. Free throw is good. First point for Dean, and it is 6-2 now, St. Cloud State. Second free throw upcoming. That is in and out, no good. And the rebound cleared by Ringler. So the Huskies maintain their 4-point bulge. 16:40 remaining. First half just underway from Hallenbeck Hall in the championship of the St. Cloud State tip-off basketball tournament. Pass down low now on the right side. A nice spin move by Dreesen, but his underhand layup attempt comes out. And then the rebound comes to the defenders, and Van Gorp is fouled. First foul against the Huskies on Stuart Kramer. It was an excellent move by the right-handed Brian Dreesen as he went to the left-hand dribble, cutting from just to the right of the lane up through via the free throw line, down the paint. Went to the underhand layup, missed it, but Van Gorp got the rebound and drew the foul, and his free throw is good. Mark Van Gorp has all 3 points for Dordt. That makes it 6-3 now, Huskies. Van Gorp, again, a bit of a surprise starter, the freshman out of Pella, Iowa. Second free throw is long on the rim. Loose ball rebound comes to the side, recovered by Charnowski. Over the head pass comes to Thurston, who dribbles into the front side. Charnowski open, 16 feet away, very short. Rebound on that shot. Comes loose in the lane. Springer has it, muscles it up, no good, but he drew the foul. It'll be on Ringler, number 2 on him. Springer will be at the free throw line. The Huskies not that much bigger than Dordt, 6'7" at the center compared to Dordt's Van Gorp, who is 6'6". And at the forward, St. Cloud State 6'4", 6'5". Dordt is 6'3" and 6'4", but the Huskies look like they're much more physical on the board so far. And Scott Springer now will try to tack on a couple of more points. Free throw is good. So he's 3 of 3 so far from the charity stripe. It's 7-3 St. Cloud State. 16-17 left first half. Second free throw upcoming now for Springer. He sets, takes a deep breath, heaves it up, and it's good. 8-3 Huskies. Backcourt pressure, that ever-present press by the St. Cloud State squad. Bounce pass comes in now, and the pass is thrown away by Van Ruckel. Kessler with the interception, and then he is fouled. Foul, I believe, will be on Zelstra. No, it's going to be Van Ruckel, the man who threw that ball away on the pass in. So at the free throw line will be Dean Kessler, getting ready to shoot the Huskies' 11th free throw already, and it's good. 6 team fouls against Dordt. At this rate, the Huskies are going to shoot a ton of free throws here in the first half. Second free throw also good. Kessler has 3 of St. Cloud State's 10 points. And the Huskies have their biggest lead at 7. Long pass into the front court. Zelstra tries to save it. He can't do so. It comes right to Springer. Another Dordt turnover. Here come the Huskies in the front half now. Springer has it out on the perimeter. Leaves it for Thurston now. Dordt has turned it over 4 times so far. OT has it, top of the circle plus left wing. Kessler wide open for the 3. That's short. Rebound though to the left side comes to Springer, and he clears himself out on the dribble in the corner. Now he makes his move to the hole. Springer lost it. It was stripped away nicely by Zelstra, but the loose ball recovered by the Huskies. And Thurston now will back off near the timeline on the dribble. Bounce pass to the high post. Here's Kramer. Left wing. Kessler in the corner. Springer open. Shoots and hits. Jump shot by Springer. Just the Huskies' second field goal. 8 of their 12 points have come from the line so far. It's 12-3 St. Cloud State. Backcourt zone pressure again by the Huskies. Dreesen still behind the timeline. Now dribbles into the front court. Passes off on the left wing to Ringler. In the lane. Shovel down low. Van Gorp puts up the jumper. Banks it out of there. No good, but he was fouled. Pass down low came from Zelstra. The wing got it to Van Gorp. Husky fans thought that Van Gorp pushed off as he was making his move to the basket. But the foul is called on St. Cloud State's Scott Springer, his first, the Huskies' second. Now our first substitutes of the night for St. Cloud State. Center Chris Baudette coming in, the 6'9", 240-pound sophomore out of Rochester. He'll give Howard Czernowski a breather. And Craig Vuring, the 6'6" sophomore out of New Holland, South Dakota, is in for Dordt, and he replaces Ringler. Free throw by Van Gorp is good. He's got one more coming. He has all 4 of the Dordt points. Second free throw bounds around and comes out of there. Rebound, though, in the lane, and the shot is up and good by Vuring, and he is fouled. So a little instant offense provided by Craig Vuring as he comes in off the bench. Got that offensive rebound, that loose ball tap. Put it in and drew the foul. He'll have a chance for the 3-point play. Foul is on Stuart Kramer, his second. And at the free throw line now is Craig Vuring. His free throw is up and good. So he completes the 3-point play. And now the Huskies will make another substitution as Springer will come out of there. Or will it be Kramer? It'll be Stu Kramer, the way it appears, to come out. Springer will stay in. Kramer comes out with 2 fouls. And Greg Kesty, the 6'7" sophomore out of Eden Prairie, comes in. Kesty, who scored 18 last night off the bench. We mentioned Craig Vuring, who just had that 3-point play for Dordt, a native of South Dakota. His brother, Galen Vuring, was a big part of this Dordt team for the last 4 years. He was their 4th leading scorer last year, averaged about 9 points per game, but he used up his eligibility, so he's now gone. Pass in backcourt, St. Cloud State. The Huskies leading 12-7, about 5 minutes into this ball game. Springer has it left wing, lobs in, down low, and banging it in is Baudette on the short-range jumper. Nice pass by Springer, basket by Baudette. Now the Huskies deflect the pass on full-court pressure, but Vuring comes up with the loose ball, shoots on the run from 10 feet out, no good. Rebound in the lane, Dreesen muscles it back up and banks it in from mid-lane. First 2 for Brian Dreesen. It's 14-9 Huskies. Thurston now penetrates from the right wing, brings it back out to Kessler. 2 dribbles, stops, shoots from 12 and nails it. Dean Kessler with his first field goal. He's got 5, and the Huskies on top 16-9. Backcourt pressure once again, but moving around 2 men is Van Rukel into the front court. Dishes off, right wing side to Dreesen. Looks in, guarded by Springer. Cross-court pass to the left wing. This is Brian Sipma, who's just checked in for Dordt. Now back to Van Rukel. Dreesen on the left wing. 25 on the shot clock for the defenders. Top of the circle plus, now to Dreesen, left wing, fakes the 3, dumps it off underneath. Vuring banks it up and in. Shooting over Baudette from about 8 feet out. Vuring has 5. Now the Huskies with a long pass in the front court, too far for Springer, out of bounds. And St. Cloud State has its 3rd turnover. Now for the defenders, into the ball game is Harold Wieringa, the 6'5" sophomore who started at center last night for Dordt. Comes in there now and replaces Van Gorp. Backcourt pressure, a steal by the Huskies. Pass ahead, Springer all by himself and jams it home. Springer and Baudette created that steal. Baudette got the loose ball at the timeline, got it ahead to Springer, and there was nothing waiting for Scott but net. 18-11, St. Cloud State. Backcourt pressure again, and now a foul on Springer. as he and Thurston converged in the backcourt on Van Ruckel, and Springer called for reaching in. His second, the Huskies' fourth. So that probably will signal another change from the bench. Butch Raymond ordinarily pulling players when they get 2 fouls in the first half. We'll see if he leaves Springer in there. Looks like he will for the time being. Front court now. Here's Brian Simpa. Brings it back out. Shooting from the free throw line. Dreesen banks it out of there. No good. Rebound, Verink. Turnaround jumper is good. Boy, this guy has really contributed off the bench. Craig Verink with 7 of Dordt's 13 points. They trail by 5. 13-15 left to go. First half. John Schroeder from Hallenbeck Hall. Championship of the SCSU tip-off tournament. Thurston, front court. To Springer on the left wing. Back to OT. Top of the key. Dribbles down the lane. Penetrates. Dumps it off. Baudette puts it up in one hand and scores. Good mid-air hanger there by Chris Baudette, who gets his second basket. 20-13 Huskies. Now Galen Van Ruckel setting the offense for Dordt. Passes off on the right side to Wearing. Top of the circle plus, and then back to Van Ruckel, rather. To the key, here's Wieringa. Now the left wing jumper is up and good. That's Verink again, as he blasts another one down. 20-15 Huskies. Springer tries from the left wing. That's no good. Off the rim twice. We've got a foul call. Foul underneath against St. Cloud State. Somebody crashing the boards. That'll be on Kessler, his first foul tonight, the 5th on the Huskies. Dordt has 6 fouls, but they have not committed a foul in some time, so they've kind of slowed down the pace when it comes to their fouling. They were getting into early trouble, but they've now started playing more sound defense. Here's Van Ruckel in the front court. Shoots on the run from about 20. No good. Rebound by Kesty. Triggered ahead to Thurston. OT down the right baseline. Goes for the hanging jumper and is fouled. Nice play by Thurston as that lead pass from Kesty took a high bounce. And by the time OT got to it, it was a little bit hard to control underneath the Husky basket. But he was able to corral the ball in and draw the foul from Van Ruckel, his second. And number 7 against Dordt. Dordt is spelled D-O-R-D-T, by the way. And at the free throw line now will be St. Cloud State point guard Orion Thurston, who will shoot a double. OT is yet to score tonight. The only senior on this St. Cloud State team for 1990-91. Free throw is up and good. OT was in the top 10 in the nation last year for Division II free throw shooting. He finished the campaign .874 from the line. So about 87% for Thurston, and his second free throw also good. 22-15 St. Cloud State. 12-15 to go first half. Backcourt pressure with the ball, and being trapped now is Todd Koyman, who is in at the point, replacing Van Ruckel. Koyman has it behind the timeline still, and 10 seconds called on Dordt. As Koyman, the 5'9 freshman, had just gotten a return pass from Brian Sitma. And as he began dribbling towards the timeline, the turnover was called on the defenders, their 6th so far in the first half. Pass to the right side now. Kessler out on top. Thurston shoots the 3. That's off the rim. No good. Long rebound cleared by Kessler near the top of the key. Dean will bring it back out. Now Dordt has dropped back into his zone defense. Pass left baseline. Here's Mark Carlson. Muscles it up. Shot partially blocked, and the loose ball recovered by Dordt. Mark Carlson, the 6'7 sophomore, an Iowa native himself, into the ballgame. Here's a steal by the Huskies. Kramer gets it ahead. Thurston puts up the short-range jumper. Whistle. Foul is called. Is it going to be offensive? Let's see. Yeah, it'll be a charge on OT. Butch Raymond doesn't like the call as he went into Koyman off of that steal. A nicely created steal by Thurston and Stuart Kramer. So that's a turnover on the Huskies. Thurston's first foul. And the defenders get it back now. Whistle and a foul on Kramer as he bumped Koyman, bringing the ball up on that full court pressure. And that'll be 3 now on Stuart Kramer. And that will also put Dordt into the bonuses. That is team foul number 7 on the Huskies. Here comes Brian Akervik into the ball game now. And he will replace Kramer, who we will very likely not see now until the second half. 11:33 to go in our first half. 22-15 St. Cloud State. Koyman's free throw, no good. But on the rebound, a foul is called on the defenders as Verink came over the back of one of the Husky rebounders. I'm sorry, that was on Harold Wieringa instead. Not Verink, but Wieringa instead, who picked up that foul. That's number 7 on Dordt. So that'll put the Huskies into the bonus. Actually, 8 team fouls now on the defenders. And Greg Kesty was the man fouled. He'll be at the line. Free throw is good. But we had a whistle as that ball was shot. Somebody might have entered the lane too soon. And if it was apparently a Dordt player, because it looks like the free throw will count by Kesty, his first point. Now Butch Raymond inserts Chad Gurman, the freshman out of East Central High School, into the ball game at a guard. He'll spell Kessler at the off-guard spot. Second free throw also good by Kesty. We mentioned Mark Carlson. He's out of Fort Dodge, Iowa, seeing his first action of the season. He sat out the game last night with a problem in his right hip. It is a hip flexor muscle, apparently, that he's strained. He's not too badly hurt, but he is still a little bit slowed by that injury, yet he's getting his first action tonight. Pass down low now for Dordt. Here's a running jump shot by Zelstra from about 10 feet out. No good. Rebound by Kesty. Clears it off. Thurston in the front court. Carlson in a full stride. Gets it back to Thurston. Now out. Gurman, right side jumper. A 3, no good. Rebound Kesty. Left baseline. Puts up the one-hander. It's blocked underneath. Kesty gets it back and then lost it. That block by Wieringa underneath. An excellent rejection. Kesty got it back. And now here's Thurston with a steal in the backcourt, and he banks it in. OT took it right away from Todd Koyman and gets his first basket of the night. Thurston with 4 points now. He also has a couple of free throws. 26-15, St. Cloud State. Into the front court, Todd Koyman passes off, left wing side. And then back out on top to Wieringa. Now on the left side perimeter, Sitma. Bounce pass, down low, left side to Wieringa. He tried to pass underneath, and it was intercepted by Kesty, and then he was fouled. Harold Wieringa trying to get the ball back. He was the man for whom that pass was intended. Kesty stepped in front, intercepted, and then Wieringa picks up his second foul trying to get it back. Now the Huskies bring in Stephen Lee, the 6-foot redshirt, or rather freshman guard. He is a pure freshman, the walk-on out of Milwaukee. He comes in at the point. Also in the game for St. Cloud State is Brian Akravic out of Cold Spring. Free throw by Kesty is no good. It wouldn't have counted anyway, as Mark Carlson entered the lane too soon. So we've seen a couple of those violations so far. Now Sharnowski comes in to replace Kesty. This is the style of play we will see probably most of the year from St. Cloud State, as Butch Raymond continues to shuffle his players, trying to keep everybody fresh in this frenetically paced offense. In the front court now, Koyman open. Left side jumper is good. A 19-footer. First points by Koyman, or was it? No, correction, that was Sitma. His first two. 26-17 in favor of the Huskies. Now Thurston backing off on his dribble in the front court to Gurman. In the corner, Sharnowski back out. OT has it. Out of Akravic. Cross court to the right wing, Gurman. No-look pass in the lane. Turnaround jump shot by Carlson is completely rejected underneath by Van Gorp, who has come back in. And then the loose ball controlled by Dordt, and a foul is called on the Huskies. Mark Carlson's had a couple of early shots here rejected. And that time, Carlson picked up the foul trying to get it back, maybe out of frustration. It's Mark's first foul. And coming back down to the other end now is Brian Sitma. He's a 6'3 sophomore out of Linden, Washington. He's the furthest from home of any of the kids on the Dordt roster in terms of where he hails from. Sitma's free throw is good. He's hit the last 3 points now for the defenders, and they draw to within 8 at 26-18. 9:52 left, first half. Second free throw comes out of there, no good, and the rebound taken on the right side by Akravic. He clears it off now for Stephen Lee, who pushes it into the front court to Gurman. Back out to Lee between the circles. Gurman open from 21 feet out. That's off the back rim, and the long rebound is controlled by Dreesen, who throws it away right into the hands of Carlson. He couldn't control it. Dordt gets it back. Coming down into the front court, Sitma. His shot is blocked by Sharnowski, but the loose ball controlled by the defenders and laid up and in. I believe it was Doug Veenstra who got that basket. Now the pass down low, intended for Sharnowski. Lee threw the ball and had it intercepted by Dordt. Here come the defenders back the other way. A running one-hand jumper from the right baseline is good by Dreesen. And the Huskies quickly call a timeout. As Dordt here on a mini run. First, Troy Kuma got a basket, and then off the Husky turnover, Dreesen also scored.
Circle diet, and you lost 15 pounds? Well, we'll do it.
Cloud State's Chad Gurman off of an offensive set nails a three-pointer, his first points tonight. And the Huskies increase their lead. It's 29-22. 8:45 to go first half. John Schroeder back with the action. In the front court now, Dordt College has the ball. Freshman Mark Van Gorp out near the timeline. Pass comes to Kuma now. Passes on the right wing to Sipma. Back to the point. Here's point guard Todd Koyman. Now they work it down low to Sipma. His jump shot from intense pressure in the lane comes out of there. Might have been partially blocked. The loose ball controlled by Sipma. His follow-up comes out. That one went in and out, and then the rebound goes out of bounds. And it'll stay with Dordt. We've got two guys on the court right now for the defenders. One is Todd Koyman, K-O-O-I-M-A-N, and the other is Troy Koima, K-O-O-I-M-A. So you'll excuse me if we have a few mess-ups, which I'm sure we will, with names that similar. Baseline pass in now for Sipma. Gets it in the lane. Van Gorp, his jumper is good. About 12 feet up the lane. Van Gorp's having a good first half. 6 points. It's 29-24 Huskies. Front court, Orion Thurston backing now at the point. He's got it. Just beyond the top of the key. On the left wing to Dean Kessler, who's also returned. Now to Thurston. Brings it out on the right wing side. Gurman. Cross court, left side perimeter to Kessler, to Gurman at the point. Now Thurston, right wing. Huskies play catch on the perimeter. Kessler open, 21 feet out. That rims out, no good. Loose ball rebound. Kesty battles for it. The ball finally controlled by Thurston near the right sidelines. And he'll bring it back out with a new 45 on the shot clock. OT has it. Top of the key, Kessler. Now to Thurston. 3 if it counts. No, it rims out of there from the right wing. And the rebound is cleared nicely underneath by Koima, and he is fouled. Believe it'll be Charnowski on the foul. Now they'll whistle Kesty on this play. His first. So we'll come back to the other end for a 1-and-1 free throw for Troy Koima, who is out of Rock Valley, Iowa, a 6'6 sophomore. Now back in for Dordt is Doug Veenstra, 6'4 sophomore out of Tracy, Iowa. His brother was the player that we talked about last year, who was one of the co-captains, Joel Veenstra. Very fine player for Dordt College, who was the leading scorer of this team last year, averaging 19 points per game. But he has now graduated, and Doug is into the ball game. First free throw by Koima is good. Second free throw comes off the back rim, and the rebound by Charnowski. Clears it off now for Thurston. Quickly in the front court, Gurman winds and fires from the right corner. That three-point attempt comes off the back rim. Loose ball rebound controlled by Kessler, and he lays it in. High arcing shot from the lane so as to avoid the block. Kessler has 7. And now Dean nearly makes a steal in the backcourt, and a whistle, and traveling is called on Van Gorp. Credit Kessler with the defensive pressure to make that play possible. He nearly cut in front of a loose ball. Van Gorp controlled it for an instant, but he had his rhythm all messed up by Kessler on that play. And Dordt turns it over. Now a whistle, and away from the play, we've got a foul. This is a foul on the Dordt bench. Technical, as apparently, the way it looks, Rick Vanderberg, the defender's coach, said something to one of our officials. So a technical against Dort's bench. 2-shot technical free throw here by the Huskies, and Orion Thurston will shoot, and he makes the first. By the way, we're using a 3 official crew tonight. We'll see that for every St. Cloud State home game this year, as the Huskies and all of the other North Central Conference schools going to 3 officials for conference games and for all home games this year. Second free throw also good by OT. So it's 33-25. The Huskies increase their lead, and they have possession. Kessler, three-pointer. That comes out of there, no good. Rebound Charnowski, and he lays it in. Second basket for Charnowski. 35-25. St. Cloud State. The Huskies up by 10. Their biggest lead so far has been 11 tonight. In the front court, out near the top of the circle. Passing off now to the right side is Van Ruckel. Puts it off on the right wing side. And back out to the point guard spot to Dreesen on the right wing. Veenstra has it. Passes back to the point. Intercepted by Charnowski. He's in a foot race and jams it down. Charnowski was able to outrun the only man back on the play, Koima, and he gets the slam dunk. 6 for Charnowski. It's 37-25. The Huskies have scored 6 straight. 6:20 left, first half. Dribbling in the front court now is Van Ruckel at the point. Gets it to Koima on the left side perimeter. Bounce pass comes into the corner to Van Gorp now underneath. The underhand shovel shot by Dreesen won't go. Tapped up and off. Rebound by Van Gorp, and his shot completely rejected by Charnowski, but the loose ball came to Dreesen, and he laid it in. Boy, good efforts defensively by the Huskies, but Dordt just stayed with it. Now the Huskies in the front court. Three-pointer by Kessler, left wing. That comes off the back rim, and the board is cleared by Van Ruckel. So Dordt down by 10 gets the basketball back. 37-27, 5:45 to the half. Here's a three-pointer by Dreesen. That goes down. First three-pointer of the night for Dordt. Brian Dreesen has 11. It's 37-30 St. Cloud State. Dean Kessler has it on the perimeter for the Huskies. Gets it to Thurston, and he lost it. It was stripped away by Dreesen, who starts to break the other way, but Thurston takes it right back. OT, after losing the ball, makes a nice steal to get it back, and he's into the front court. Kessler has it in the corner. Open is Kesty from 18 feet off the back rim. Rebound tapped out and controlled by Van Ruckel. Galen Van Ruckel now dribbles into the front court for Dordt. Gets it off to Veenstra, dribbles in the lane, puts up a 10-foot running jumper, no good. Van Gorp clears the board as he took it right away from Kesty, and Van Gorp scores on the follow-up. This Dordt team is hanging tough, much like they did last night against Concordia. They get down early, but they come back. 37-32, St. Cloud State in the front court. Huskies with it. Kessler in the corner to Kesty. Back out to Dean Kessler, now to the point is Thurston to Kessler. Three if it counts, off the front rim. Loose ball rebound controlled by Kesty, and he banks it in from the right block. First field goal for Kesty. He has 4. 39-32 Huskies. Backcourt pressure. Pass comes into the front court. Van Gorp might have thrown it too far for Veenstra, and he tried to save it. It was intercepted by Gurman, who starts the break back the other way. Gurman's pass intercepted by Dreesen, who lays it up and off. No good. He blew the layup, and the Huskies get the rebound as Thurston clears it in the front court on the baseball pass to Kesty. Now Gurman has it right side. In the lane, Charnowski fakes, then shoots the 10-foot fadeaway and drains it. Charnowski with 4 field goals, 8 points, 41-32 St. Cloud State. Timeout called by Dordt with 4:01 to go first half. The Huskies leading now by 9 points. Again, they've led by as many as 11, but they're up by 9, 41-32. Some scores for you. First off, in college football today, from the state volleyball tournaments. And at the Class A state semifinals, that football tournament at the Metrodome, Sartell is leading Delano 21-7 at half. In the front court now comes Dordt off their timeout. The defenders trailing by 9 with 3:45 left first half. On the dribble is Troy Kuma out on top. Bounce pass to the right wing now comes to Van Ruckel. Gets it out to the free throw line plus. Ringler back into the ball game to Van Ruckel, right side perimeter. Dribbling with the left hand to the free throw line. Shoots over Thurston and nails it. A 15-footer by Galen Van Ruckel, his first points tonight. 41-34 Huskies. Gurman open. 3-point shot from the right corner comes out. Rebound tapped around, controlled by Carlson. Muscles up a follow-up, and he is whistled for the offensive foul. Carlson underneath, battling Troy Koima, Troy Koima, who apparently had position and drew the foul. Carlson's second. Player control foul, so no free throws. Dordt gets it in the backcourt against full court pressure. Here's Jamie Banstra, who's into the ball game for the first time tonight. A backcourt player. He's got it in the front court against Husky man-for-man defense. He's guarded by Gurman. Banstra gets it off on the right wing side. Van Ruckel shoots from there. A three-pointer, no good. Board is cleared by Carlson. Ahead to Thurston. A 3-on-3 break. OT going coast to coast and lays it in. Thurston put out a burst of speed and beat the Dordt player that was back defensively. OT has 8. The Huskies lead 43-34, and now as the defenders work it up court, the foul is called. Banstra was fouled by, or was he? No, they're going to say the ball was just deflected and out of bounds. No foul on the play. So Dordt keeps it. Front court pass in now for the defenders. They're down by 9. Top of the circle plus to Koima. Now on the left wing side. Open from there and shooting the 3-point shot is Verink. That's no good. Comes out of there, and the rebound by the Huskies. Thurston all by himself, and it looks like OT might have turned that ankle. He had a bad ankle from earlier this season during the preseason camp, and Thurston has to call a timeout as he is really hurting out near midcourt. Thurston called a timeout, and Butch Raymond is protesting that the officials did not call a timeout themselves, did not take the officials' timeout. And now the official coming over to talk to Raymond about it. I think the official might argue that he would have had not OT called the timeout himself. Thurston really You've got Mark Carlson hurting with that bad hip situation. Chris Baudette with a bad back, and Tim Remy, who has not even dressed these first two nights, has an injured ankle as well. Off the timeout now, the Huskies in the front court. Akravic pushes up a three-pointer from the left wing, no good. And on the rebound, a foul against Baudette, who has come back in. That's Chris Baudette's first. And the Huskies now have 11 team fouls, so as per the new NCAA rule, Dordt here will shoot 2 free throws. As soon as a team hits its 10th team foul of a half, the opponent automatically shoots 2 shots, even if it is a non-shooting foul. And at the free throw line now is Brian Sipma, who has 3 points so far on the night. His free throw is up and off the back rim, no good. One more coming. Right now, Butch Raymond has Stephen Lee in at the point guard, with Gurman and Akravic also in the ballgame, so the Huskies employing a 3-guard attack. Second free throw good. 43-35 Huskies as Lee pushes it in the front court. Gets it off on the left wing now to Akravic, to the high post. Here's Carlson, back out Lee, top of the circle to Akravic on the left wing. Lee at the top of the key, takes a dribble. Akravic open from 20 feet away. His shot is very short off the rim. Rebound. Carlson tried to muscle it up, and he was tied up. Jump ball is called, and the Huskies will keep it on the alternate possession. Getting a piece of that shot by Carlson, I believe, was Verink underneath. But the Huskies again will keep it off the held ball. Bounce pass in. Akravic has it. Dribbles around the top of the key to Gurman. Lee on the right side perimeter. Back to Gurman. Shoots the 3. That rims off. No good. Rebound comes down to Dordt. The Huskies have not shot well from the outside tonight. It's a big reason why they're still only up by 8 points in this ball game. Front court. Van Rukel shoots the 3. No good. Rebound controlled underneath. Put back up and off by Sipma as he missed the short-range jumper. And the board cleared by Baudette. Ahead for the Huskies. Now to Lee. Goes by 3 Dordt players and lays it in on the layup. Stephen Lee showing his athletic ability. His first 2. And the Huskies lead it by 10, 45-35 with 1:10 left first half. Out on top on the dribble now is Banstra. Passes off on the right side. Verink with a fadeaway right baseline jump shot. That's no good. Banstra tries to follow it up. That's short on the rim. Rebound out of bounds. And it'll stay with the defenders, or will it? Now it's going to go to the Huskies. Public address announcer Steve Hammer announcing the upcoming participants for St. Cloud State's halftime shootout, one of whom is Binky Poole. That's a semi-familiar name, right? The former Husky guard who used up his eligibility last year. St. Cloud State's all-time leader in three-point field goals. We'll see if Binky can do his halftime magic here on that situation where you shoot the layup, the free throw, the top of the key, and the half-court shot for prizes. Pass in now for the Huskies. Fadeaway jump shot is good from the lane by Baudette. Nice move by Chris. His third field goal. 47-35. The Huskies with their biggest lead. 35 seconds left first half. Into the front court now is Dreesen, right side. Brings it out top of the circle. Sipma shoots the 17-footer and nails it. From just inside the top of the key, Sipma with 5. 47-37, St. Cloud State. Into the front court now comes Stephen Lee with 20 seconds left in the half. Dordt now in a 2-on-2 zone. Gurman right wing, back to Lee. The Huskies looking as though they're going to go for the last shot. Lee has it top of the key to Akravic. Back to Lee, 10 seconds left. Gurman right wing, back to Lee. Now to Akravic. To Stephen Lee, 5 seconds left. Gurman open for the 21-footer. No good off the rim. Rebound long comes to Dordt. Rifled up at the buzzer, and whoa! Nearly made by Dreesen as he fired up about a 60-foot shot. Didn't draw the iron, but did get it out the backboard very near to the basket. So we're at halftime, and the Huskies are up by 10.
Domino's Pizza. Next up tonight, Jeff Watt. Jeff, are you ready? No, 35 seconds on the clock. Jeff Watt, you're going to try to save 5 shots and save $5,000 for grabs. Jeff, are you ready? Let's play basketball. Go ahead, Jeff. I was want to tell you out there in the stands, you people. $5,000 is a lot of cash. All right, take it around. 4 more shots to go, Jeff. Come on, Jeff. Oh, come on, Jeff. You can still do it. pizza certificate from Domino's. And now, Vicky Poole. This guy has never coached a basketball in his life. Never won a basketball win. Vicky, are you nervous out there tonight? Look at his knees are shaking. Tell you what, do it. Yeah, go ahead, go. How about some cheering out there for Vicky? Here we go, 5 shots, 5 Steve Adeline, big let's go. 20 seconds, $5,000. All right, 3 more shots left. Ooh, 10. Go, Vicky. He's going to finish this one out anyway. All right, Vicky, come on, everybody. And that's it. The Husky basketball shootout. Vicky picks up the certificate for the Husky fans.
To 7, and in the Division III playoffs, St. Thomas edged Wisconsin Whitewater 24-23. All right, we're underway now with second half action. Dordt passes in off the alternate possession. They work for a three-point shot. Brian Dreesen shoots from just to the left of the top of the key. It's no good. And the rebound comes down to the Huskies. They're in the front court. St. Cloud State leading 47-37 as we start the second half. Thurston has it, top of the circle. He injured an ankle in the first half, but OT appears to be all right now. Pass in, intended for Kesty. Was loose for a moment. Kesty recovers the ball, works in the lane, might have gotten away with a walk, missed the 6-footer, but the rebound comes to Charnowski, and he lays it in. Hug Charnowski with 10, and the Huskies equal their biggest lead. They're up 49-37. The Huskies starting the second half with Thurston, Charnowski, Kesty, Springer, and also Kessler. Here's a jump shot from the left side on the follow-up. It is good. That was Dreesen, I believe. Dreesen on a follow-up of a teammate's miss. He's got 11. 49-39 SCSU. Thurston in the front court. Dordt starting out initially here in the second half in a man-for-man. They used quite a bit of zone in the first half as well. Springer has it right wing. High post Kesty. Passes in the lane. Knocked away by Dreesen and recovered by the defenders. Into the front court now comes Van Ruckel. Passes off left wing side to Ringler. Whistle and traveling is called on Ringler as he tried to lean into Kesty, but Ringler lost his balance. So the Huskies get it back, leading by 10. Just over 1 minute into our second half of play. Here's Thurston, ambling into the front court on the dribble. Top of the circle plus, guarded by Van Ruckel. Passes off left corner. Kessler shoots and hits. Three-pointer, first of the night for Dean Kessler. Again, the Huskies just 1 of 18 on three-point shots in the first half. Long front court pass intercepted by Kessler as a bad pass by Ringler. And Kessler cut in front of the intended receiver there. Looked like a free safety intercepting a ball in the defensive secondary. Now here's Kesty down the lane and misses the underhand layup. And the rebound by Van Gorp for Dordt. The defenders into the front court now. Out on the left side perimeter is Ringler. Dribbles in the lane, pulls up, 12-footer, rims out, no good. Rebound to Kesty for the Huskies. 2 minutes into the second half as St. Cloud State comes ahead in the person of Orion Thurston. To Kesty, open for the 19-footer, rims out of there, no good. Charnowski battles for the rebound, but he's going to be whistled for coming over the back to try to get that loose ball. First foul of this half is on St. Cloud State's Haug Charnowski, his first of the ball game. Dordt last year, in compiling a 12-14 record, played one North Central Conference team. That was South Dakota State. And the Jackrabbits beat the defenders in that ball game, 77-61 at the Frost Arena in Brookings. Pass into the lane now in heavy traffic is Zelstra. He puts up the one-hand jump hook, comes out of there. Didn't even draw the iron. Rebound Huskies. Thurston pushes it ahead on the dribble. Gets it to Springer, left corner. Now down the left edge of the paint. Here's the turnaround one-hand jump by Kesty. It's good. Nice move by Greg Kesty on a spinning move to his left. Laid it up softly with the right hand. He's got 6. Now a steal in the backcourt. Thurston lays it up and he's fouled. The basket would have counted. It crawled out of there. But OT was fouled by Galen Van Ruckel, the man that Thurston had stolen that ball away from. Lightning quick defensive moves by Orion Thurston. Third foul on Van Ruckel. First foul this half against Dordt. A lot of players of Dutch descent on this Dordt roster. People like Van Ruckel and Richard Van Lingen, who did not make the trip, but is a part of this Dordt team. Free throw by Thurston is good. His 9th point. The Huskies lead at 55-39. Also Mark Van Gorp, Craig Veering, Troy Koima, a lot of Dutch nationality on this Dordt team. Second free throw by OT is also good. He's hit 6 straight from the line tonight. He's into double figures with 10. 56-39 Huskies. Front court now. Pass comes to Zelstra. Feeds it in the lane nicely to Van Gorp, who hits the off-balance one-hand jumper. Van Gorp with 10. The Husky lead down to 15. Pass in the front court now. Kessler has it, right side perimeter. Thurston loops it on the left wing now to Springer. High post. Charnowski with a nice pass underneath to Mark Carlson, who banks it in. Boy, Charnowski really threaded the needle on that bounce pass. Carlson has his first basket of the season, and now a whistle and a turnover at midcourt against Dordt, as Zelstra stepped in front of a pass that was nearly intercepted by Thurston, and then Zelstra stepped on the far sidelines. So the defenders turn it over. 58-41 St. Cloud State as the Huskies bring it ahead now. Thurston has it, working the half-court offense. Bounce pass, left side on the wing. Here's Kessler, back out to OT. Between the circles, dribbling to his right. Bounces between the legs now. Now veers off to the right side perimeter on the dribble. Passes off on the wing, and it's knocked away out of bounds by Dreesen as he cut in front of Springer. As time permits, we're going to run down some scores from last night's games involving North Central Conference teams in non-conference play. Pass in for the Huskies. Springer loops it underneath. Carlson's open, had the ball blocked, but got it back and banked it in. Mark was going to make a power jam move to the hole, but one of the defenders able to cut in front of him and knock the ball away, but he got it back and hit the easy layup. Now a long pass into the front court is tipped away by Kessler and out of bounds, so it'll stay with Dordt. 60-41 St. Cloud State. The Huskies with their biggest lead of 19. 16-10 to go first half. Pass to the high post now. Van Dorp gets it underneath, and Dreesen tried an underhand shovel shot from the left baseline, but it's too far underneath. Now the Huskies working ahead. Springer with a power move to the basket. No good, but he was fouled. Blocking foul will be the call underneath. And let's see, I believe it'll be on Galen Van Ruckel. That'll be the second foul this half on Dordt, and it is on their point guard, Van Ruckel, his fourth, so he'll come out of the ball game now and be replaced by Todd Koyman, who played quite a bit in the first half. Koyman out of Hull, Iowa, a 5'9 freshman. At the free throw line now is Scott Springer. He had 8 points in the first half, 4 of 4 from the line. He'll shoot a pair here. Trying to give his team a 20-point lead. Springer's free throw is up and good. Last night, Mankato State started its own tip-off tournament. The Mavericks beat Winona State in their season opener, 71-47. And the defending National Division II champion Kentucky Wesleyan downed a very good Northern Michigan team, 75-62. In the other semifinal game of that Mankato State tip-off tournament. Second free throw by Springer is good, 62-41 now. Husky lead, the biggest of the night, 21. That means that tonight at the Highland Arena, Mankato State is playing the defending national champ, Kentucky Wesleyan, in that game. Here's a traveling call against Dordt in the backcourt, so the defenders turn it over once again. That's their 16th turnover of the night. Pass in, whistle, and a foul called against St. Cloud State. As the pass for Charnowski was too high, and as he tried to bring it down, he actually ended up inadvertently hooking the Dordt player, Todd Kuma, up high, and he dropped him to the floor. Foul on Charnowski is his second team foul this half against the Huskies. Now Todd Koyman in the front court. His pass to the wing is deflected and intercepted by Thurston. Passes in the lane on the break to Charnowski. He's hemmed in. Bounce pass back out. Thurston. 12-footer is good. As OT banked it in off the window from a sharp angle on the right wing side. 12 points Thurston. 64-41 Huskies. Now a break for Dordt and a slam dunk by Zelstra. First two of the night for starting guard Jeff Zelstra, who at 6'2" showed great leaping ability there. Now here's Thurston. His hanging jumper is good. Just inside the free throw line, OT with the last 4 for the Huskies. 14 for Thurston, 66-43 St. Cloud State. And a timeout is called by Dordt. So we'll take a break ourselves. 15:08 left second half. Huskies leading Dordt College by 23 points. We'll return after this. Eastern New Mexico, 114-80 last night. The Bears playing in the second game of that tournament tonight. Pass in now for Dordt off the timeout. They're trailing 66-43. Left side, Zylstra pushes up a three-pointer, no good, and Scott Springer skies high for the rebound. Loose ball goes out of bounds as Springer tied it up with Dreesen. Let's see how they rule here. They're going to give it to the Huskies. Some non-tournament season openers last night. North Dakota State opened with an 85-73 win over Dakota Wesleyan. South Dakota beat Notre Dame College of California, not the Fighting Irish, but Notre Dame of California, 61-40 last night. And Nebraska Omaha opened with an 87-78 win over Kearney State of Nebraska. Here's a jump shot by Dean Kessler that's good for the Huskies. His 11th and 12th points. 68-43 now St. Cloud State. Dordt breaks the full court pressure. Zylstra has it, brings it out for the three-point attempt by Dreesen. That's no good from the right wing. Loose ball rebound to Van Gorp underneath. He tried to get it back out, but it was intercepted by Thurston. Ahead on the break, Springer goes in and lays it up and in. Springer did a nice job to control that ball and protect it from Todd Koyman. Springer now with 12 points, 70-43. Huskies with their biggest lead. There's a pass underneath now. Dordt throws it away. A nice interception by Kessler. Triggers a 2-on-1. Thurston bounce pass left side, but missing the dunk is Charnowski. The ball comes loose. Right corner, a battle for it. It goes out of bounds. And last touch by Haug as he is laying on his back. I don't think he's hurt. I think he's more embarrassed than anything. Boy, that was a great 2-on-1 break for the Huskies. A no-look pass by Thurston on the bounce to Charnowski after that Kessler steal, but Haug missed the dunk. I did not catch the Dordt player who was back defensively, but he made a whale of a play as he kind of slowed up Haug Charnowski and, at least in part, forced the miss. Backcourt pass in now for Dordt. Koyma comes into the front court, lost his dribble, and he'll be called for double dribble as he was being pestered by Thurston, and that forced the turnover. Husky basketball coming your way on AM 1240 WJON for St. Cloud and Central Minnesota. Along with our stat man, Dave Shellis, this is John Schroeder from Hallenbeck Hall. 70-43. The Huskies leading comfortably with 13:39 left second half. Dean Kessler has it now. Controls the ball, puts up a 20-footer. It rattles in and out. No good. And the rebound controlled by Van Gorp for Dordt. Into the front court now on the dribble comes Koyman. Passes off right wing side. Zylstra lobs underneath, intended for Van Gorp, but too far and out of bounds. And the defenders turn it over for the 8th time this half, the 20th time overall tonight. Backcourt pass in now by St. Cloud State. Chris Baudette has entered the ballgame now for the Huskies at the center spot, replacing Charnowski. Thurston lobs underneath for Springer, who hits a tremendous alley-oop. Oh, beautiful play. Great pass, super timing. Springer tipped that ball. He didn't jam it down. He had to tip it, and it danced on the rim as he was a little bit off balance, but it went through on the alley-oop. 72-43, St. Cloud State, the Huskies' biggest lead of 29. Top of the circle now with it. Dordt, they dump it off on the right wing side. Bounce pass underneath to the baseline. A battle there, and we've got a whistle and a foul called as the bounce pass came from Troy Koyma from the right wing. Got it down low, and Kessler is called for holding. His second foul, third this half on the Huskies. Baseline pass in now for Dordt as Brian Sipmo's come back into the ballgame, gets it in the corner, and then they throw it away. Jeff Zylstra tried to bring it back out on top to the point, but he threw it away. Turnover, Dordt. So the defenders have gotten much looser in terms of their ball control here this half. A lot more turnovers, but at least on a pace to have more. Here's another alley-oop, and this one also goes down. This time it was Mark Carlson on a second consecutive alley-oop pass from beyond the top of the circle by Thurston. Carlson with 6 points in his 1990-91 debut. Now back the other way. Koyma lays it in, but a foul is called. Going to be a charge as Todd Koyman, the little point guard, went into the lane and is called for charging. It's his first foul tonight, third team foul this half against Dordt. Into the front court now comes Orion Thurston for the Huskies. They lead it by 31. OT shoots the three and nails it from beyond the top of the circle. So the Huskies, after leading by 10, are really blowing this game open now. 77-43. And here's a steal by St. Cloud State. Thurston gets it off for Springer, and he jams it down as the Huskies took it away from Koyman at midcourt. And OT just laid it up for Springer so he could slam it down. Great jumping ability by Springer, and he makes the fans happy with that one. 16 for Springer. Timeout on the court. Or do we? No, we're just going to have wholesale substitutions here by the Huskies, as Butch Raymond will empty the bench. 79-43 now, St. Cloud State. Stuart Kramer, Chad Gurman, Stephen Lee, they all come into the ballgame, replacing Kessler, Thurston, and Springer. Huskies up by 35 points as Dordt comes into the front court. Here's Stipman now on the left wing. Gets it into the corner. Jump shot from there is good. Long jumper by Craig Verink, who had 9 points in the first half. His first two this half. 79-45 SCSU. Here's freshman Chad Gurman on the right side perimeter. Gets it out to backup point guard Stephen Lee. Boy, this guy could be a very key man this year for the Huskies. Kramer has it. Into Baudette. His turnaround jump hook, no good. Gets his own rebound. Tries the jump hook again. Tapped up and off by Kramer. Now Baudette gets it back and draws the foul. So good offensive board work there by the Huskies. And Chris Baudette will shoot a pair. Foul is on Verink, his first. 4 team fouls now against Dordt. A couple of other non-conference scores from last night. Morningside College opened its season with a loss in the Urbana Hall of Fame tournament in Illinois. Free throw by Baudette is up, rolls around and drops. Chris Baudette now with 7 points. Morningside last night lost to Georgetown of Kentucky. Georgetown of Kentucky, the final was 95-63. Second free throw by Baudette, no good. He and Stuart Kramer collide going after the loose ball rebound. It goes out of bounds and it'll go over to Dordt College. And one other score from last night, and this one very interesting. In the Lewis Tip-Off Classic, Grand Valley State beat the University of North Dakota 89-88. The Fighting Sioux in preseason polls ranked in the top 10 of the nation, the defending NCC champions, but they were beaten by 1 point in their opener last night by Grand Valley State. Now Dordt works the ball into the front court, but they lose it out of bounds after a missed shot, so the Huskies get it back with 11:05 left to go. 80-45 our score. St. Cloud State cruising and on top. Stephen Lee now in the front court. Gets it off for Gurman, who pushes up a 20-footer. High off the rim, no good. Rebound to the right side comes to Kramer. Stu will bring it back out to Lee now at the point. Dordt staying in the man-for-man. Gurman has it left wing side. Gets it off for Kramer, top of the circle. On the right wing, Lee makes his move to the baseline and draws the foul. As Van Ruckel reached in, and that'll be 5 fouls now on Galen Van Ruckel. 5 team fouls against Dordt. So Dordt's point guard, sophomore Galen Van Ruckel, who led this team in scoring last night in their semifinal win, he had 22 points. He fouls out of the ballgame with just 2 points. So that was a big swing there for Rick Vandenberg and his Dordt team with very little production, at least point-wise, from Van Ruckel. That hurt tonight. Pass in now. Carlson underneath at a bad angle. Tries to put up a 6-footer. Came out of there. And then the ball goes out of bounds off a Husky player, so it'll go over to Dordt. Backcourt pass. And St. Cloud State now dropping out of their full-court pressures. Butch Raymond, I think, not wanting to rub it in, although the Huskies will be a full-court team almost exclusively this year, unless they are really big like they are tonight. And now we've got a 5-second violation out near the perimeter against Jamie Banstra, the backup guard, as he was pressured by Lee and held the ball too long. Turnover number 11 this half, 21 on the night. 23 turnovers, rather, against Dordt. Lob pass underneath. Carlson has it. He missed the alley-oop, got his own rebound, and drew a foul. Huskies working that alley-oop play from the point very effectively here. The 6th foul this half against Dordt. Let's see who it's charged against. Foul is going to be on Harold Wieringa, the backup center, his 3rd. Mark Carlson now at the free throw line for the Huskies. Free throw is in and out, no good. I would think that this game has some special significance to Mark Carlson, the 6'7" sophomore post who is out of Fort Dodge, Iowa. Again, Dordt College is located in Sioux Center, Iowa, in the northwestern corner of that state. Second free throw also, or this one rather, is good. After Carlson missed the first, he made the second. 7 points for Mark, 81-45 Huskies. Dordt into the front court. Banstra dumps it off on the right wing side to Dreesen. Back at the point to Jamie Banstra. Down the left side, Simpa has it. Dreesen, right side perimeter, takes a dribble. Puts it off for Simpa now in the left corner. Dribbles to the baseline. Hemmed in there by Carlson. Brings it back out to Banstra. 20 on the shot clock as Banstra dribbles to the top of the circle, gets it off in the wing, and a blocked shot by Kramer. Comes to Lee in the front court. Gurman puts it up and in on the fast break. Great 3-on-2 by the Huskies. Gurman now with 5. 83-45, St. Cloud State. 9:40 remaining. In the front court now. With it, top of the circle plus on the dribble. Is Banstra. Dishes off on the right wing side, then back to Banstra. Huskies now in a zone defense. 2-3. Sipma throws it up from 18 feet away. Left wing, no good. Rebound to Carlson. Ahead to Lee. Huskies on the break. Lee cuts into the lane. Off balance, 13-footer goes. Stephen Lee, not really tightly guarded on that play, but he was off balance and made a nice jump shot. He's got 4. 85-45, St. Cloud State, a 40-point advantage now for the Huskies. In the front court, right baseline jump shot is good, and a foul on the play. Basket will count. Stuart Kramer picks up his 4th foul as he went out. After the shooter on the play, Troy Koima. Koima made the jump shot, and he'll have a chance at the 3-point play. A nice-looking jumper from the right baseline. 4th team foul on the Huskies, and as we mentioned, the 4th foul individually against Kramer this half. So a free throw upcoming now here for Koima. It's up and good. Rolls around and drops, so he completes the 3-point play. 6 for Koima, 48 for Dordt. 85-48 our score. Here's Gurman, front court, 3-pointer, count it. Right side, Gurman with his 2nd 3 of the night. He's a definite threat from way out there. 88-48 Huskies. Koima has it. Passing in the corner to Sipma. Now near the free throw line, the ball is knocked away by Lee, and then a re-intercept here by Dordt as they get it back. Dreesen has it. Free throw line jumper is good. In fact, just beyond the free throw line, they'll count that one for 3. That's 14 for Dreesen, and now a steal by Dordt as they take it away from the Huskies. Dreesen has it in the front court, shovels it off, then gets a return pass, pushes up another 3, no good. Sipma has it underneath, puts it up and no good, but the rebound is tapped back up and in by Koima. So Dordt with a bit of a run here. They've scored 8 of the last 11 points, and it's 88-53. St. Cloud State, 8:10 left. Pass down low. Here's the left-hand jump hook. No good, but the rebound is tapped up and in. Let's see if they count it. No, they will not. Mark Carlson camping in the missed shot on the jump hook by Baudet, but they'll rule offensive goaltending on Carlson as he tapped the ball back in while it was still in the cylinder. So no basket, Huskies. That's a turnover, St. Cloud State. 88-53 Huskies as Dordt brings it in the front court. Right side perimeter. Here's Dreesen. Dumps it off on the baseline to Koima. Goes down the baseline and shovels it up and in. The underhand layup. Nice move by Koima, who scored 7 quick points here in the second half. He's got 10 in the night. 88-55 St. Cloud State. Pass in the lane. Power move by Baudet, and he is fouled. The feed came from Stephen Lee on the right side wing. Baudet got it, worked down the lane, and picked up the foul. Should be a 2-shot foul here. Van Gorp picks up the foul. His first. And Baudet will shoot here. And he will shoot a double. Huskies up by 33. Free throw is up. And rolls around and comes out of there. No good. Chris Baudet, the 6'9" center who last year played in 10 of the Huskies' 29 games, had 4 starts. He, of course, became eligible about a third of the way through the season after the NCAA changed that rule, which allowed Division I transfers to Division II schools to be eligible immediately. Second free throw by Baudet is good. He's got 8. 89-55 now. The Huskies on top. 7.5 minutes remaining. Into the front court. Dordt with it. Top of the circle. Banstra, right wing. Dreesen into the corner. Double teamed there is Ringler. He tried to force it underneath. Van Gorp is double teamed but gets the ball back out to Ringler. 3-pointer is partially blocked by Kramer. Loose ball to the Huskies. 3-on-1 break. Kramer left wing off the feed from Lee, and he missed the layup under heavy pressure from Banstra. Might have been a foul, but no call, and the rebound comes down to the defenders. They're into the front court. Dordt with the basketball. Trailing here by 34 points. Pass to the high post. Now to the baseline. Ringler tried to move down that right baseline, but lost it out of bounds, and he was the last player to touch it. Now Jeff Zelstra comes in for the defenders. And it looks like he's going to replace Dreesen, I believe, at a wing. 89-55 Huskies. Here's another alley-oop attempt. Lee trying to lob underneath for Carlson, but that one didn't click. And Dordt comes up with a loose ball after it bounded off the glass. into the front court. Here's Banstra at top of the circle. Gets it off for Van Gorp down the right edge of the paint. Dishes off. Right corner jump shot by Sipman. No good. Tapped up and off. No good. Van Gorp has the follow, and he lays it in from 6 feet up the lane. Mark Van Gorp with 12. 89-57 Huskies. Front court. Gurman open. Right side. Fakes the three. Goes down the right baseline. Puts it up on the run. No good, but it's tapped up and in by Carlson. Mark Carlson, all 9 of his points have come this half. The Huskies 91. Dordt 57. 6:10 left to go. Front court, cross-court pass comes to Zelstra. Shoots from three-point range. That comes out of there. Rebound on the right baseline. Comes underneath, and then they shovel it to Sipma, who lays it up and off, but he drew the foul. Some good quick passing there by Dordt. Right baseline, Ringler got it to the free throw line to a teammate. I believe it was Zelstra who got it down low on the left block to Sipma, but he missed the shot. However, a foul is called on Baudette, his second. Team throw is good. In addition to this ball game tonight, other NCC teams in action in non-conference play. South Dakota State is hosting Sioux Falls. Mankato State, as we mentioned, in its own tip-off tournament facing Kentucky Wesleyan. Those are 2 of the games going on. Second free throw by Sipma is no good. Rebound of the Huskies. Here's Brian Akervik in the front court. Wide open is Baudette. He shoots and hits from 19 feet out. Fans love it when the big 6'9 center will take that shot just inside three-point range. Chris Baudette with the basket. 93-58 Huskies. Here's Sipma, front court. Left corner, Ringler shoots from there and nails it. Just inside the three-point arc for Ringler, the starting forward who has his first 2. And the lead is down to 33 for St. Cloud State at 93-60. 5.5 minutes left. Akervik between the circles now. Front court for the Huskies. Dribbles to his right. Bounce past Gurman. Low right wing. Looks in. Gets it for Baudette. Shoots for the free throw line, and it's blocked by Van Gorp, who recovers the loose ball. Ahead now for Banstra. Right side pass comes to Zelstra. Goes down the baseline. Tried to shovel it in the lane. It was knocked right back to Zelstra, who hit a left-handed layup. Zelstra with 4 on the night. 93-62 now in favor of St. Cloud State. Akervik to the high post. Baudette. Left wing side, here's Dean Kessler, the JC transfer. He'll dribble back out near the timeline. Moves around Zelstra on the dribble, goes to the free throw line, fakes, now shoots a 16-foot fadeaway, and it rolls down. Kessler, who for him has been relatively quiet this half, 7 this half, 14 on the night, 95-62 Huskies. St. Cloud State approaching the century mark. Here's Ringler, gets it underneath. Van Gorp tries the fadeaway, and that's good. From about 8 feet down the left baseline, double team Van Gorp, still got it to go down. He's got 14. 95-64 Huskies with 4.5 minutes left on the clock. Top of the circle now. Here's Chris Baudette, the big 6'9 center. Gets it off for Akervik, the Cold Spring native. Dribbles into the lane, dumps it off. Kesty, high post, in the lane. Turnaround jump shot, and once again it is blocked. Knocked out of bounds by Van Gorp, who for the second consecutive time down court is able to block the shot of St. Cloud State center Chris Baudette. So some good defense shown by the freshman. 6'6 post Mark Van Gorp. He's a good-looking young player. He'll leave the ball game now along with Sipma. And Coach Rick Vandenberg will bring in some fresh blood here. Craig Verink is back into the ball game at a forward. Also back into the game is Doug Veenstra for Dordt. Huskies have it on the pass in. Left side, out on the wing. Kessler into the corner to Haug Charnowski, who's back in. Now to the point. Here's Akervik back down low, and Charnowski's jump hook is good. Right baseline, almost a no-look shot by Haug, who's into double figures. He's got 12, 97-64. Dordt into the front court with 3:45 left. Long-range jumper from the right side by Zelstra is no good. And on the rebound, we've got a tied-up ball, but a foul is called, as Kesty tied it up underneath with Verink, who went down to the floor, and they'll rule a foul on Kesty. His second of the night, number 6 on the Huskies. Baseline passing now coming for Dordt. Veenstra gets it in on the bounce pass, but it's knocked away. Intercepted by Gurman, who starts a 3-on-1 break. Behind the back, Akervik lays it up with the left hand and puts it in. Boy, what a pretty break that time by a couple of young guards. Gurman with the steal, the behind-the-back pass to Brian Akervik, who laid it in with the left hand. Went from right to left hand. Brian has his first 2. It's 99-64, St. Cloud State. Front court, Veenstra passes out on top to Zelstra. Now in the right corner, Ringler shoots. That's high off the rim, and the backboard goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Dordt. And now Dordt will bring in Harold Wieringa, the big center, 6'6 sophomore. Baseline passing now coming for Veenstra. Puts it in the corner, back out on top. Zelstra with it there. Passes to Veenstra, left corner. His pass deflected, but it gets to Wieringa, who hits the jumper. First two of the night for Harold Wieringa. It's 99-66 St. Cloud State. Kessler, three-pointer, left wing, no good for the Huskies. And the rebound comes down to Doug Veenstra. He clears it off now for Jamie Banstra, who dribbles into the front court. Almost lost the basketball at the free throw line on the reverse pivot. And clears it out for Zelstra, top of the circle plus. Jeff Zelstra out of Sully, Iowa on the dribble. Dumps it off for Banstra. Dribbles to the baseline. Looks in. Brings it back out on top. And a traveling violation against Jamie Banstra, the backup point guard out of Big Rapids, Michigan. Now Zelstra will leave the ball game. And Todd Koyman, the freshman guard, will come back in. Huskies with the basketball and a chance to get into triple figures here for a second straight night. 2.5 minutes left. They've got 99 points, leading by 33 as they come into the front court. Charnowski to Kessler on the wing, now into Kesty. Double teamed at the post, brings it out to Akervik, and he traveled with it. Oh, wait a second. No, we've got a foul apparently. Pushing foul underneath. It's called on Dordt's Craig Verink. His second. And that'll put the Huskies into the bonus. Don't tell me we're going to have a free throw get us here. Oh, man. I wanted to see a three-pointer put us over the 100 mark, but we'll have to settle for a free throw if Kesty makes it, but he doesn't. Well, for once, a jinx worked here. Huh? We'll get it at a later time. Kesty's free throw, no good. And the rebound now to Dordt as they come into the front court. Way out on top with the ball above his head is Verink. Passes off on the right wing. Veenstra, his pass was deflected and intercepted by Charnowski. Ahead now in the front court with his Akervik. Bounce past Kesty, left side, back out. Akervik shoots from 21 and he hit it. Now that's the way we want it. Well, a little drama there. Three-pointer by Akervik to put the Huskies over the century mark, 102-66. Akervik with 5. 1:50 remaining. He's into the front court. Now comes Koyman. Bounce pass, left wing side, comes to Verink. Now open is Banstra. He shoots from 21, way off the mark. And the rebound controlled by Charnowski. Outlet pass now comes to Akervik. Behind the back dribble, front court. German has it with 1.5 minutes remaining. Now they work it around to Kessler on the left wing side. Dean Kessler off Charnowski's pick. Dribbles left, brings it back out. Akervik has it between the circles, passes for Kessler, and it went off his hands and out of bounds. Dean Kessler, one of those plays where you look before you go. So with 1:20 left, Dordt will get it back, trailing 102-66. Banstra has it right wing, try to bounce pass in the lane, but got a violation, 3-second call against the defenders. We were mentioning some of the other non-conference games tonight involving North Central Conference teams. North Dakota is playing its second game in that Lewis of Illinois tournament after the Fighting Sioux lost their opener by 1 last night. Northern Colorado playing its second game in the Southern Colorado tip-off tourney after the Bears lost their opener big last night. And Morningside playing its second game, coming off a loss at that Urbana Hall of Fame tournament in Ohio. But again, I guess the game of the night involving NCC teams is Mankato State hosting Kentucky Wesleyan in the championship of the Mavericks tip-off tournament. Wesleyan, the defending national champion. Here's a free throw now by the Huskies, no good. Several follow-ups come out of there. Kesty battles for the loose ball, controls it for a moment, but it goes out of bounds. Went off the sideline, so the Huskies, a furious offensive rally there, but unable to get points. So the score remains 102-66 St. Cloud State. With 1 minute remaining as Dordt now will bring it into the front court. His guard Todd Koyman on the dribble. Gets it off. On the left wing side, Veenstra passes to the baseline, but it's knocked away out of bounds. And it'll stay with the defenders. Coming up on our postgame show tonight, we'll check all the scores from not only basketball, but also some of the other sports going on. We hope to get a Sartell football final for you. Here's an off-balance one-hand jump shot by Koyma. It's good. Koyma off balance, a nice move in the lane. He's got 12 of his 15 points this half, 102-68. 40 seconds left. Pass down low for the Huskies to Kesty, and off balance, Greg Kesty traveled with the ball. Don't forget St. Cloud State football coming up tomorrow night. The SCSU Gritters closing out their 1990 season against Moorhead State at the Metrodome, and our coverage of that game begins at 6:30 tomorrow night. 25 seconds left now as Dordt has it. Jamie Banstra working from the right wing into the lane and draws the foul. It'll be on Chad Gurman. So Banstra now drawing the foul, number 7 this half against the Huskies, so Banstra will shoot the bonus. Our next St. Cloud State basketball broadcast coming up 2 weeks from today. Saturday, December 1st, the Huskies will play Minnesota Duluth at the Romano Gymnasium in Duluth, and our coverage that day will begin at 1:30. That'll be an afternoon game, Saturday, December the 1st. Free throw by Banstra is good, but he misses the second. 102-69 now. Huskies into the front court. Akravic on the dribble. 15 seconds left to go. Kesty, top of the circle. Gurman has it right wing. Looks in for Sharnowski. He's trying to get position. Gurman dribbles to the baseline. Back out to Haug. 5 seconds left as Kessler has it between the circles. Dean Kessler spins to his right on the dribble. Puts it up off balance. Banks it up and off. No good. And there's the buzzer. So St. Cloud State wins the tip-off tournament. Huskies with a pair of convincing victories this weekend. Last night they blow out McAllister in their season opener. And tonight our final, St. Cloud State 102 and Dordt College 69. We'll have a wrap-up coming your way in 90 seconds.
The St. Cloud Area Family YMCA provides many opportunities for people of all ages and abilities. Youth sports are a popular YMCA program. Youth sports are great. The skills learned in youth sports are great. But even more important are the leadership qualities, the sportsmanship, and the enhanced self-esteem that develop through YMCA program participation. These are the things the YMCA is all about. At the YMCA, no one has ever turned away for an inability to pay. For more information, call the YMCA at 253-2664.
Trophy. Thank you, Steve. First off this evening, we'd like to introduce very quickly Laura Merritt, winner of the Domino Pizza Coca-Cola Bandit Contest for Panthers in Section 12. It looks like a lot of work went into it. She wins a year's supply of Coke and pizza, and your address is, Laura? 115 12th Avenue North Party, Lower South by after the game tonight. Congratulations, Laura. On behalf of the St. Cloud State Athletic Department, we'd like to now present in consolation ceremony this trophy to Concordia College. Runner-up trophy, outstanding performance for a new team from Iowa that we're delighted to have here. We look forward to having back in the future, Dordt College. Champion of the Holiday Inn Tip-Off Tournament, St. Cloud State University, your own hockey, St. Cloud State. At this time, we would like to announce the all-tournament team. First, Eric Gardner from Concordia.